Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Lotus, your Lotus Mystic Haven, and I wanted to go ahead and do the spirit message straight from spirit messages. I'm going to go ahead, I'm doing, pulling from the Omi cards. So I just want to see, don't want it to be too long. But hopefully whenever you get this message, it will reach you. And I hope it resonates. If it doesn't, take what applies, release the rest. Okay? So, Spirit, what is the message for everyone this week? Anything they should look out for? Anything that they should know? This card is still fresh. I'm still trying to break them in. So hopefully I'll get them broken in soon. These are beautiful cards. I actually love them. And just because it's strictly like you go off of your intuition, and using your clairs and everything else like that, they have words on them, but the rest is up to you. I'm also going to pull from the Evolving Tarot as well. Well, I can go on the floor and get these. Okay. Give me one more. All right. So the first thing comes out is definitely heavily the usage of protection. And so whether you are doing protection or you haven't done any, you might need to. This protection could be also, it could be a cleanse, it could be a gree bag, it could be you going to your spirits. And I always tell people too, just because you say, you know, I'm protected by my ancestors, I'm protected by my spirit guides or whatever, if you haven't asked them for anything, guess what they doing? Standing on the side waiting on you to tell them to do something. Yes, it is a given for them to jump in and protect you, but, you know, God take care of babies and fools. At the end of the day, you should be consistently doing protection work. This could also be protecting vehicles, which typically in Hoodoo, we do lemons or limes in the car, and then also wiping your front and back bumper down with rum. This could also be protecting your home, the dwelling, making sure that you're warding and protecting your home, protecting yourself, protecting your kids, protecting your dogs. Like I said, cleansing, also doing protection baths, gree bags, protection amulets. Those are also forms of protection. And remember, with gree bags, you also need to feed them at least once a month. Just like you would do recharge your amulets and your bracelets, all of those things, they should also be recharged on a monthly basis. Just because they are also tools. So make sure that you are doing that. And then it is showing that if there's protection work that needs to be done, or if you are being protected from someone who might be trying to throw spell work your way. Not necessarily, doesn't have to be a curse. It's a set curse at the bottom. But this could be tricks. It could be somebody trying to cause opposition, troubles your way. And whether this is spiritual or physical, it could be both. Because sometimes a lot of people don't believe, you know, in spell work or whatever. Doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Doesn't mean that it does not exist, because it does. However, people could be doing things physically. And this is to cause you issues, and this could be on a job where they're just talking cash shit about you, trying to stop your bag, trying to cause you not to elevate. That is still words that come from someone's mouth. Even words that are said in your mental can also still be spells, and that is also negative spell work. And so at the bottom, it does show that there are enemies, hidden enemies, seen and unseen, who could be causing these issues in your direction. So definitely, I do feel with the energy of these cards that are coming out, these people who are trying to cause you blocks, you might need to do, again, a cleanse, possibly a blockbuster bath, and maybe do a road opening bath. You might even need road opening work or blockbuster work along with it. So at the end of the day, this is to cause you blockages, causing delays. Delayed, but never denied, okay? Whoever this person is or these people are. For some, I do feel like it could be more than one person. It could be multiple, so it could be 2 or 3 people. For some, it could be one. I also picked up masculine energy. Now, this masculine energy could be both male or female. But strongly, I do feel male energy. For some, it may be a strong female who definitely operates in her masculine energy to cause you issues or cause these delays from getting you where you need to be. However, the ancestors are showing up. So again, like I said, with hoodoo, it is all about the ancestors. It's all about working with the roots, conjuring up the spirits to be able to do things that you need them to do. So make sure your first line of defense is always going to be your ancestors. So make sure that you are going to your ancestors and asking them for the protection, asking them to remove the obstacles, the blockages, to take care of this. If you're going to do and create your own cleanses, you need to make sure that you're charging it up on their altar. That is important. So again, ancestors are showing up and stepping out. For some, again, this may be because you always do work with them. This could be that they're already in the forefront. They are already taking care of it. But for some who are not, typically you need to go to your ancestors. The ancestors are showing up and stating that this is what you need to do. You need to come to them to be able to handle this. Now, with this energy, with this work that's going on, or either whether it's verbal or physical, spiritual or physical, it could be causing you some emotional turmoil. It could be making you feel more vulnerable, making you feel off balance or emotionally unstable. This definitely is heavily on the cleanse. Bitter baths are typically really good for this. And then again, it all depends. It could be, you know, you might need a lighter bath. It could be that you might need something heavy, a coffee cleanse. It could be anything, a multitude of baths, but you also need to divine and see what spirit is telling you what type of bath, because every bath makes a difference. A lot of people don't believe that. They just throw stuff together, and guess what? You end up having that same energy and nothing's broken. So you need to make sure that you are getting the proper bath and also following up with a sweetening bath. Make sure that you're grounding yourself. Make sure that you are doing meditations if you can. And meditations, there are different types of meditations. I really dislike when people get stuck on one way of doing meditation. So even if I say to a client and say, hey, you need to do some sort of meditation, we're going to see exactly what type of meditation that you will need. Again, it doesn't have to be the traditional way of doing meditation. It could be yoga, it could be Tai Chi, it could be Qigong, it could be just drawing art, you know, coloring, painting, running, walking, going exercise, whatever. There are different ways to do meditations, and so we need to find out which one is going to best suit you. Okay, and this is gonna, again, that is gonna help you to balance your emotions, especially during this time of this war situation, to make things balanced. But also, Spirit said you need to dwell in the present, because if you're, you know, too focused on the past or too focused on what's going on now around you and not paying attention, you're going to miss something. It also helps you to be able to see what you need to take care of right here and right now. You can't go too far into the future, because then that's going to bring chaos. It is also going to make you mentally confused. You need to remain in the present so that you can be able to understand and see how you need to operate within this moment to take care of those things that you need to take care of. Also, be mindful of your words and the words that you speak over yourself or even to others. Spirit is saying, because those very words can cause you either destruction or it can bring in blessings. So which one would you want to be on? Which side do you want to be on? And I do believe you want to be on the side of the blessings and not operating out of the chaos or saying, I'm never going to get out of this. It's never going to work out for me. I always fail. I always come into this. So that means that there's something that you need to fix, something that you need to change, something that you need to redirect in the energy that you are speaking over yourself, that you are projecting into your own life, and not even from others, but from you doing this. Now, this could be watching out for the words that others speak to you and how they communicate with you, because others can't put spells on you. When people typically try to come and they tell me like, oh, you know, one day when you get old, I'm sorry, I'm not getting old. I'm not. I'm going to get wiser, but nothing gets old, okay? I'm going to forever be youthful in my energy. I'm going to grow in grace. I'm going to grow in, you know, the energy of I'm going to be healthy. So words are very powerful, and I definitely do not subject myself to how people phrase them on me and how I use them too, because instantly I'll take it back and say, nope, let me fix that. This is what I meant to say. So that's what I'm seeing. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Blockages, which what we just said, the stagnation card showing blocks. But some of you are healers and you can heal yourself and also remove this energy. But also you might need to operate in a lighter energy versus being in this hotter energy and things being more hotter. You might need to work with cooler spirits, or you might need to make sure that your spirit is cooler to be able to balance out and neutralize what needs to be done. Okay. All right, so let's see. Going into the Evolving Tarot. These are the cards. Evolving Tarot. Are there any other messages? Anything they need to look out for? Anything that they need to understand? Some of you have things that are coming in that are going to bring blessings, and it's getting what you asked for, getting what you pray for, but also that's going to bring you independence. So some of you could be entrepreneurs, and the energy could be focusing on that. Whatever that these people might be trying to block is because you are successful at what it is that you do. Ten of Cups came out right behind it, which means that you're going to get something that is going to be more abundant for you, and it's going to bring in the prosperity that you've been asking for. Things are about to change for you in a way that is going to make major shifts. Hell, they might get even madder at the fact that you have these blessings coming in, but it's because of the hard work that you've been putting in. So pay attention to what it is that you're doing for yourself and what spirit is bringing in. They can't stop anything. Again, delayed but never denied. And so when I see this person looks like they're relaxed. They have all of these transformations that are going on, but all of these blessings that are coming in and the acquired knowledge that they needed, they're putting it to use. I didn't even see this on this card. I'm grateful for the abundance and blessings that are manifesting in my life right now. Oh, that's what it said. Look, see? And that's what's happening. Look, even in this card, how they're just sitting there and they're just relaxed. Look at the sun shining in. All the opportunities that they tried to take away from you are about to really start to flood in for you. It's about to bring about those changes and those blessings that you've been asking for. Okay, so we have a message that is coming in. And this is Page of Cups is showing that this could be a divine message, or this could be a message physically from someone or someplace. So if it is something that you've been waiting on, it could be about money, or it could be about somebody new entering into your life, because we have the King of Pentacles that is here. So it could come in from somebody who is a Capricorn, Taurus, or either Virgo. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. I don't know why I be pausing when it come down to that. However, this message is pertaining, like I said, it could be about money. It could be about love that comes in. It could even be about a trip. Somebody may be wanting to take you on a trip, or either you're going on a trip by yourself. And then it shows like, yeah, new horizons, things coming out on, you know, saying for a new beginning. This person could be a fresh start for you. And this could be the very thing that you've been waiting on for those changes to actually happen and take place. You knew that they were going to come in. You just didn't know when. And so it looks like they're coming in now. Whatever it was that they tried to do, whatever it was that they tried to block, they could not stop it. Some of you could be going back to school. Some of you could be getting a new job or having a newfound perspective on how things are. And again, like I said, with these new beginnings, there's a newfound perspective. But there's also showing too with new education that does come in, the knowledge that you've been working on, or you going to school, this is going to pay out for you. If you're about to graduate from college or for some sort of degree or certification, this is going to elevate you. It's going to bring about those changes that you need to bring in the Ten of Pentacles. And it is showing that these major changes are going to be really good for you, because the Three of Wands, which is showing a celebration. So some of you could be graduating from a program, a degree program, or something else. But it is definitely going to be successful for you. Some of you could be celebrating that you're actually going back to school. I know myself, I'm going back to school again. And I thought it was going to be difficult. I thought that it was going to be frustrating because I'm having to retake classes over just because I live in a different state, and some of what I've acquired does not transfer over here, and so I have to redo things over. And that's okay. It's okay, but some things work out for your benefit, and it actually worked out for my benefit. So with all these blessings that are coming in, all of these changes and celebrations, and you can also be getting an invite for someone. Remember, I even said it's on top of the Page of Cups. Somebody could be inviting you to go someplace on a trip, or maybe they could be inviting you to their graduation celebration, or to a new business that is opening up, a brick and mortar. And so they could be inviting you to that, or you could just be finding out that somebody could be getting engaged. And they invite you out, you know, to an engagement party or a wedding. So we're looking at that. This could also be, with the Page of Cups, this could also be a pregnancy announcement as well. So we don't want to misdirect that one. Yep, pregnancy announcement. Somebody finding out, Ace of Cups. Somebody could be finding out that they are pregnant. Somebody could be finding out that, or just had a baby. And all of these blessings, whatever it is, it does bring about emotional fulfillment. And if you remember back early on when I was like, you know, there's some emotional instability. So something's going to change to bring about the balance of the emotions, to where you feel this energy shift, and it is for the better. All right, I hope this helps you in some way. Leave me a comment. Leave a thumbs up. You can follow me on all platforms at Lotus Mystic Haven. And my website is www.lotusmhaven.co. There I have supplies. I also have products that are available. And you can find them all on there. You can also book me there as well. Have a good one.